Alright, y'all. So for all my traders, if you have a pair you want me to analyze, then just drop it in the comment below and I'll actually break it down for you and tag you in the video. So right now we're actually looking at USD Japan, and currently we in a current uptrend, as well as if we look at the previous 3-month quarter, we can see how price actually closed overall bullish. So what this tells me is is that we're at the top of this range, close to the top of this range, right? And we can see that the fact that price closed overall bullish. So what do I expect is for price to overall kind of retrace down to one of these levels, then eventually make a nice break instruction and continue to push up longer. Now from this weekly standpoint, we can see how price is, like I said, is in a nice uptrend, right? So we can see how price came up, came down, and then it came up, retesting back to this level. So at this point, usually just from this, you expect price to continue pushing up. And what that look like this right here, right? So as long as price don't break below this level, which is this right here, then we can expect price to continue pushing up. And what gives us a nice value support of that is the fact that we actually closed bullish on the previous week. So this is actually a bullish CRT setup. So what is a bullish CRT setup? One, if you don't know what CRT is, go watch my CRT series and they'll break down how CRT operate. But it's when price the previous week closed bearish, right, but in the next week closed bullish within inside this bearish range. So what that tells me is that this is a positive reaction off of the support level, showing that buyers are pushing back in. So usually what you kind of expect is for price to just push back down a little bit and then come back up, at least breaking out this candle range previous week high. So like I said, I'm going to be cautious as we approach the top of this range, because every time we come here we do drop. Now let's go to the daily. So that's my first. So my bias is overall bullish, right? Now I'm going to the daily to confirm my weekly bias. So we can see how on the daily that we're actually, the moving average is slowly getting close to this purple. So it's showing me that the trend is slowly weakening, but we're still above the purple level, which means we're still in up momentum. So we can see how we have this nice little range right here, but price overall broke this higher, retest back in this level, and you can see how we constantly making higher highs, breaking this right here. So this let me know that the previous day closed bullish and that we're still going in up momentum. So overall, I'm bullish on that, right? Now we can go to the 4-hour, right? And what we can see is that to confirm that, we can see how actually on the 4-hour price overall created this fell low, which is double bottom, broke above this, and it's a nice support level. So what that kind of looked like when drawn out is price coming down, coming up, coming down, and then here, and then now it's here. And just kind of, so y'all can see that that's this right here. So if I kind of put that like this, that's this right here. So that's price coming down, came up, made a fail low, broke out of it, retest, now it's here. So, and the fact that we closed bullish on the previous current candle, which is the 4-hour, is also give us a nice strong confirmation. Now we is in a nice little range, so I probably will wait for the next 4 hours to see if we can break out. If we break out of here, then yeah, I will be looking to buy this, because based off of CRT, right, all we need is just a nice little push, maybe a nice push below here, and then see price overall push back up, going towards this high. So I'm not looking for anything crazy, because we is going to come into a close top of this range, but this is a nice, good little setup. Now let's go to DXY to kind of confirm this. So overall, I'm definitely bullish on USD Japan. Now look at DXY, because why DXY is important when looking at this, because if DXY, which is a US dollar index, if that is showing a nice strong momentum, then that let me know that we're in a nice, that's a confirmation for USD Japan to continue pushing. So as you can see, we're actually in a nice overall downtrend, right? So we're in a downtrend, right, where price came down, but we also in a transition phase. So what transition means is when price was coming down, and then you can see how it took out this low, which is why I drew this out. Price came down, came up, came down, created a double bottom, and then broke the previous high. Now we at this zone right here. So that's this. You can't really tell, which is why I like drawing stuff out like this to see the overall structure. So this right here is a current transition phase. So what that means is we have a potential to either push up or a potential to either continue going back down in this direction. So by the previous week actually closed overall bullish, so that do kind of give me a little bit kind of support to let me know that we might have at least get some kind of push up for USD Japan, because usually the fact that price closed bullish, we can see a little retracement and then overall go up. But what will make this even more better confirmation if we can see price push above here. If price can't get above here, then what that means is for USD Japan, we could be having some fake outs where price it might just go up a little bit on USD Japan and then eventually go back down. But all we need is just catch the main move of the week, and then that's it. Get out of it. If you can at least catch maybe 0.80% to 1% a week, that's a lot. That's close to an average of 4% a month, which is pretty good, you know. So overall bearish, but we are in a transition phase. So, and on top of that, our fundamentals for USD Japan is actually pretty mixed. So it's one of the weeks where you can either kind of sit and just kind of wait, or just wait for price to kind of to say what it's gonna do. So that's the best thing to do anyway, to be patient. So on a daily, right, we can see on a daily where we have this nice down momentum, and price pushed up, came down, making it fell low, and then we kind of here with it. So it hasn't fully break above here. If we can get a nice push above here, then that'd be a nice strong confirmation to see USD Japan continue to push up higher. But we are in a like small little transition right here, because you can kind of see it's not clean, which is why I drew it like that. It's not clean, but you can see how price came down, came up, and then we had this nice down move right here, and then price broke out of that, which is a small little shift breaking structure, which is why I got it like that on this leg. So this is a nice transition. So we did close bullish on the previous day, which do kind of give me a nice feeling that, okay, hey, we at least this support our bias to at least see USD Japan push up somewhat at least. Because if this closed bullish, then at least maybe the next day we can get a little push down and then see price start pushing back up. So that's my bias on USD Japan. So again, if you have a pair with me analyze, drop in the comment below and I'll break it down for you. See you next video.